The dog pound will be barking as EA Sports is pleased to join you from the always raucous Cleveland Browns Stadium in downtown Cleveland, Ohio. Tonight, it's our first Monday night game of the new season, and we've got a good one coming up as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Cleveland Browns. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Let's go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down.
A gain of 2 brings up second.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
24-yard line.
Looking to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Ready.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's taken to the 26. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Malone looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Now you can exhale. The season is officially underway. Plenty of work done during the offseason, camp, and the preseason that led to that first throw of the year.
From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. Back to throw. Malone. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll run with Hall. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is going to be recovered by...
I forgot.
But whistles come in. Remember, on 4th down, that becomes a dead ball if anyone other than the fumbler himself recovers. So it'll come back to the spot of the fumble, and that will mean that's going to wind up being a turnover on downs. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Raymond. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
On 2.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year,
Stop touching me, bro.
you try to survive that when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10.
11, 11. 11, mighty. 11.
Burrow will throw. This one caught downfield by Higgins. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 15-yard line. Now Burrow going to change things up.
1st down, Bengals.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Burrow keeping it himself from 8 yards out. And the Bengals use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. They'll elect to bring it up here from the end zone.
I had ball, bro.
Going down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10.
Give me that!
Continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Point after try forthcoming. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. He will return this from deep in the end zone, and only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Come on, come on. Hey.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. They'll try the left side. Raymond. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down.
But obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Good yardage there on the scramble, and all of a sudden they're left with a 3rd and 2. Much more manageable. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fielded just inside the 30. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
On 3rd and short to give to the tight end. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Here we go. 11 MT, 11 MT.
1st down. Here's Burrow. Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
11
They'll run with Hall. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Burrow, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bengals are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. The try here for the extra point. And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Here we go.
The Browns drive about to get started. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
Go street. Dragon 60.
They'll try the left side. Raymond knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he's got his big wide receiver complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll look to throw here. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Reload, reload. Check.
On 2nd down, Raymond. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. 34 yards. And the Browns are able to cut into that deficit.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once,
There he goes, left side. Down the left sideline. And down to the 7-yard line. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Being chased out left. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Browns are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Well, whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll set up to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
Yeah, not a great one there. Out of bounds in the air. And the offense is going to be set up already in enemy territory inside the 45.
On 1, ready? Hey, we got to go score. Stop.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
And they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe, because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw caught by Higgins. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Cincinnati first down.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that time.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Breece Hall, a 5-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good.
46, round 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more... And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Racing to the end zone, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Makes the score Bengals 33, round 7.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Browns drive about to get started. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt, Charles, with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
2nd and 10.
Hurry, hurry!
They'll drop to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. T. Higgins, 30 yards. And the Bengals are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
13-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Here we go.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
12.
Now it's Burrow. Rolling to his right. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now they go play action now. Burrow. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion.
Here we go.
One more good rep, and they get off the field.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. 11 MT dot.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. He's going to let this one go deep. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee you he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
They go play action with Burrow. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Come on, ready?
Now it's 2nd and 10.
11, Thomas. Back.
Now it's Burrow. This pass out wide to Hall. And he's corraled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
11, MT.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. But it's not going to work. He'll go down. They got him. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Burrow. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on 3rd down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it 1st and goal.
The carry here for the big tight end. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are an extra point away from going up by 40. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Round 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Logan Wilson, the one who got in there and dropped him to the ground.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's and from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this is caught, and the gamble pays off. They get the first. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to, whatever the method there, it worked for him.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts in order to call that play in that situation.
Element of surprise, I guess, right?
Yeah, element of surprise and just a strong belief that, hey, we're going to get it done. Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
And he'll get about 2 there to the 36.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Ready.
They'll try and throw for it here. And my goodness, another interception. He's on his way. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough, but man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
The Browns take over first down 10 at their own 4-yard line.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Yeah, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 19 tight, 19 tight, come 19, come 19.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Raymond. Oh, he shifts past him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Ready.
Up the middle they go. Raymond. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Here's a 2nd and 7. And now here's another interception. Picked by Logan Wilson. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TV. Extra point attempt to follow here. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Bengals 54, Browns 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
They're on 19-yard line.
Ready, ready.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them... And my goodness, another interception. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
11.
Here's Burrow. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Now Burrow. His pass caught at the 4. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
To the air again, Burrow. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. 1st down.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a 1st down.
Touchdown, Bengals. Garrett Wilson taking it in. And the Bengals are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Now the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
61, round 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Browns drive about to get started. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly. And now here is another interception. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap 1.
Extra point splits the uprights, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Round 7.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
2nd and 19.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Back to throw here. And my goodness, another interception. picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Bengals are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
But Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 33 yards. And the Bengals continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the fourth. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
19 Lions. Go.
He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And now here's another interception. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
12, 12, 12.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Burrow on play action. Wide open receiver complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
First down, Bengals.
11 MP, take. 11 MP, take.
First down, here's Burrow. And he'll find Hall. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. This is caught. Touchdown. Breece Hall. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bengals just continue to roll. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Bengals 82, round 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
The Browns drive about to get started. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. He'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Escaping the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them. Go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
They'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 28. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
70 Ranger, go!
Back to throw again. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Daxton Hill now with his 2nd sack here on opening night. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. He'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though.
And, partner, a lot of kickers in this spot like to aim at the right upright and just draw it back down the center. This one looked like it was aimed at the left upright and just kept bending away.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They'll start on the ground. Hall, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Gun.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
11 empty. 12, 12, 12. Stop.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down.
Here we go.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11, 11.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you could always get the backups some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you expressed that because you gave plenty of reasons why people like to do things. But ultimately, they just like to keep their foot on the gas, and they just want to tromp on teams. And what I like to see is, if you like to do that, how do you handle it when it comes back against you? On those days where someone can run it up on you, do you handle it the way that you expect your opponent to? If so, keep doing your thing.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines.